Down at the center, we got an open mic. So come and enter a world of pure delight. Sign up on the page and become part of the show. Watch as music, comedy, and poetry together flow. Oh, we got it all. So come and make your call at the open mic.
I'm Liz.
And I'm Theory.
Yes.
We are here at the center every single Sunday from 6 to 9.
This is a tea house, an event space. It's also an alcohol-free space. That's the only rule.
Well, we have one other rule.
Well, the center's rule is that it's alcohol-free, but we also set our own internal boundary within
it's like
this
state
container.
law and like federal law.
Yeah, there's different levels of the law. So the center is like federal law.
Federal law.
And then we're like at Decentered Open Mic, we've got like state law.
With state laws, maybe we'll secede from the union.
Yeah.
And like take up arms.
State of Decentered.
Yeah.
But we don't have jurisdiction over other open mics. This is just the law of this open mic. So who's ready for our
Storm the
one?
center. No.
Who's ready for our one? Too soon, Theory.
Yeah.
Who's ready for our one law? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Our one law is that you keep your performances, please keep your performances to 3 minutes or less.
3 minutes.
We have a nifty little timer battery that shows up on this teleprompter here, so don't freak out, just glance at it every so often. It's really just if you're wondering if you're going over, just glance at it. And we will demonstrate 3 minutes.
Yeah, so this is what it looks like on the teleprompter when you perform.
3 minutes on timer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Theory, how was that party last night?
It was nice. It was nice. My housemates threw a party. It is probably the last party that we'll have here. Many of the residents are moving out.
Yeah, you're moving out.
All the residents are moving out, many.
Including you.
Including me. So I'm looking for housing.
Yeah, so if you want to live, if you want to domicile with this incredible multi-genre, multidisciplinary...
I didn't know you could use domicile as a verb.
Someone can fight me on that, but I just did.
Yeah.
But anyways, if anyone wants to live with this wonderful human, just hit us up. He's quiet, cleanly, a good communicator, low conflict, alcohol free.
Yeah, that's true. Those things are all true. They could also describe someone awful.
That's true. But
they could describe a serial killer.
That's true.
Yeah. Quiet, seems normal,
good,
clean.
so good looking.
Yeah.
Charming.
Tortured pets as a child.
Yeah. Well, that does not describe. I leave my dog I've left my dog in Theory's care, and she's come back better.
Yeah.
Theory treats my dog better than I treat my dog. So. And Theory even wrote a poem about Raya, my dog. So, so Theory is a really good person to have in your house. And you just want to stay in the Lower Haight area.
Yeah.
Have enough space for books.
I have a massive projector screen.
All of the Decentered Open Mic equipment, maybe.
I don't think we'll be housing that there. We'll probably have to keep them here.
We'll get a sublet for this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking, and I will miss living here. I will miss coming down here whenever I want. Yeah.
Now you can only come here during tea house hours.
I'm not even sure I'm allowed, like, if I don't pay the fucking bullshit tea pass.
Well, Theory, you're a facilitator. So
the fucking bullshit tea pass that probably tanked the center's earnings.
We can't say that.
We can say that. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
We're like the deep state of the center.
Yeah.
They might try to drain us. We're the
care.
swamp. We're the swamp.
They don't care. I lived here for 4.5 years.
You can do whatever.
I can do whatever I want.
You have diplomatic immunity.
I've lived here for longer than anybody's been in office, like consecutive recently.
Yeah, you have the statute of limitations has passed for you on anything that's happened here.
That's true. Yeah, murder, right?
Yeah.
There's statute of limitations on murder.
Hopefully, don't dig up the courtyard.
Yeah, the stone.
Yeah, it's set in stone.
Oh shit,
Oh,
we're out of time. That went by so fast.
See, you only had to listen to that like annoying banter for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
If we did not have this timer, we could have droned on and on and on for like 10 minutes, and you guys would be like, what the fuck?
Pass me the cyanide.
Yeah. Welcome, Colin. Give it for Colin.
Hey guys, so I'd like to do a short poem by Christina Rossetti. When I am dead, my dearest, sing no sad songs for me. Plant thou no roses on my head, nor shady cypress tree. Be the green grass above me, by showers and dewdrops wet. And if thou wilt, remember, and if thou wilt, forget. I shall not see the shadows, I shall not feel the rain. I shall not hear the nightingale sing on as if in pain. And dreaming through the twilight that doth not rise or set, haply may remember, and haply may forget. Thank you.
It was so elegant and
Yeah.
sweet. Beautiful, beautiful poetry. Starting us off with the poetry, Colin. Thank you so much.
I want Colin to like read the results of my like
Fraternity test.
fraternity test. Yeah.
Oscar Wilde hath be your daddy. Welcome, Matthew. Emlyn. Welcome, Emlyn.
Hi. Since it's Easter, I'm going to sing about birth and death, and also because it's my father's fault that I'm here, both proximately and in general. This is for my dad. This is called Ode to Evolution. Sing hey to evolution that taught dumb clay to sing. Old rock never thought about what time might bring, but once reproduction got its running start, add time, chance, and luck, and now look, we've got art. From a warm bit of mud, what else did it take? Some bubbles boiled and some did not break, just long enough for a process that chanced to copy itself, so the process advanced. Add random mutations from air or sun, most of them fatal, but now and then one gave an advantage to a cell or its kids. Run enough iterations and you get katydids. Each generation much like the last, but those whose code takes a luckier cast, making them faster, tougher, smart, or otherwise getting a little head start, has a better chance to live and breed more offspring, so their genes can proceed. So faster, tougher, smarter, big, the tree of life spreads out each twig. Life began with tiny things, evolved its way to feet and wings. One cell to two, from two to more, spreading out in forms galore, some with flagellae, some with fins, some transparent, some with skin, some with eye spots, some with eyes, billions of forms from a Google of tries. From squirmers to swimmers, from floaters to flyers, we live and seek, though each expires. With or without a bony spine, those that parent continue a line. So thanks, Dad, for carrying on the plot that began with Mud's first thought. By giving a chance to another mind, with genes and setting anew combined. Each life comes up from so many lives past, with a few that survived, while the many died fast. Each life is a view from a different place, in time, in genes, and sense, and face. And I'm glad of the view that I get from here, full of people and things that I hold dear, with eyes that can see and ears that can hear, and a mind driven much more by hope than by fear. So sing hey to evolution that taught dumb clay to sing, to swim, climb, and dance, and to fly on clay wings. A billion parents brought on today's choir, from mud churned to wishing by water and fire.
Wow. Bravo, Emlyn. David Choi.
Thank you. When I first went bald, my friends told me I looked like The Rock. That's a pretty high compliment, right? I'm like, hell yeah. The Rock is buff, he's good looking. My friends were like, whoa, 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 David, not the actor. You literally look like a fucking rock. A friend asked me if the carpet matches the drapes. You guys want to know the answer to that? Yeah? Okay, I'll show you guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. It does match though, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm really into smart girls. I met the smartest girl I know though. 10 out of 10. But I have social anxiety, right? So I'm sweating and I'm shaking. And I'm like, I'm like, David, remember, you're just talking to Siri. Silly, huh? I have a list. Can you guys tell? Raise your hand if you can tell. Oh, you guys? Oh, yeah, some of you guys can tell. Okay, only if I mention it, right? There we go. So I hate saying the word list. Dude, whoever came up with the word list, I mean, come on. I think they like intentionally got around the table and were like, what's the hardest fucking word that they can say? And they nailed it. Whoever came up with that word is a real asshole. Yeah. I have a hard time getting up at night. Can any... Sounds like you can relate, man. Man, can you relate? Can anyone relate here? No? You can relate. I just get nervous. I just don't know if I can finish. Anyways, I remember this one night though, a couple months, guys, I got it up. Woo! I fucking got, thank you. Where's the support?
Yeah.
Where's the support?
Raise the roof.
Dude, I finally got the gun up to my head. Yeah, I've been hospitalized 3 times. Whew. Fun stuff. So clearly I need therapy. So my therapist, really sweet guy, he told me his main job is to hold up a mirror so I can see my true self. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, right? That's very sweet, except for seeing myself is the main reason I need therapy. All right, I can't tell if you guys are not laughing because it's not funny,
It's too relatable.
or if you feel bad for me. Do you look at my face and go, David, if I had your face, I would kill myself too? Am I reading your guys' mind here? All right, I need to know the answer to this, so I'm gonna pick one person to vote if I'm not funny or if I'm ugly. All right, you, I'm gonna choose you. You look really nice. Yes.
You're entirely mistaken.
Oh, okay, this is gonna be great then. Okay, so you get to determine if I continue doing stand-up or I quit right now, okay? You ready? First question. Raise your hand if you think I'm funny. Oh, okay, she rose her hand, guys. She rose her hand,
yes.
Thank God. Okay, second question. You had to get it up, okay.
Yes.
Second question, and this is my last question here, okay? You get to determine how hard I cried tonight, okay? And remember, I tried to kill myself 3 times, but don't worry about that. Don't think about that. Don't think about that. Okay, raise your hand if you don't think I'm not ugly.
What?
What?
If you don't think you're not.
You know, honestly, I don't even know if I should raise my hand or not. I'll make it easier. Okay, raise your hand if you think I'm not ugly.
Not ugly.
All right, she rose her hand, guys. She thinks I'm not ugly. That's the best fucking compliment I've ever gotten in my entire life. All right, thank you.
Yes.
Now, Liz, I do not have a problem getting it up because it never goes down. It's called priapism. It's a medical condition.
Riley Bud, welcome up, Riley Bud.
We were talking about taxes earlier. I don't know if anybody cares, but the most tax efficient thing you can do is wrap all of your income into an entity and then run it at break even and then borrow against it. But apparently that only works if you have like $100 million worth of assets. So.
Yeah, it's like you have to spend like $50,000+ to save like whatever $100,000 in taxes or something. Like the cost of these structures are a lot of money.
Yeah, because you have to hire like 7 attorneys.
Yeah.
My life has been through a lot of changes in the last few years, and I've been trying to figure out what on earth is going to happen next, which we still don't know. But we're figuring it out, and I wrote this poem as sort of an attempt to set the emotional tone for the next chapter of my life. It's called I Am the Cause, the Prayer of a Sovereign King.
Nice.
Your name is my crown, your presence my scepter. Our palace is founded in stone, textured in linen, in leather and hardwood, envied in China and Rome. The air is awash with peace, love, and pleasure, with fragrant aromas and sound, where time is our subject, alignment our compass, a space meant for all truth profound. We're playful in love and feral in pleasure, gentle in friendship and kind, endlessly giving to those who give back, to others, a labor to find. Wisdom alone is our court, judge, and jury, while quiet reprieve is our guide. My body is strong as the oxen enduring. Your vision is clear, sharp, and wide. Our power and weight are whispered in detail. All feel, though few understand. Our words tilt the axis of cities and countries. Our silence can shake them to sand. Our insight ignites all momentum and thunder. Our bond cuts a gate through all walls. Our counsel is sought by the leaders of nations and others whose work affects all. We live in the moment that stands now forever, and those who might rend us apart soon find that our sovereign and deity's favor rests only with those pure in heart. And all that we touch is broken on truth, then raised up in faith, love, and beauty. Some call me tyrant, and others a saint, for all know my name, and they fear me. As you are my witness and keeper of fate, the still light to which I give pause, we cannot be stopped nor crossed in our heading. I know, for I am the cause.
Thanks, Riley.
Thank you.
That was epic. Theory, you wake up every morning, right, with no memory of the
Yes.
past? Yeah.
I have no memory of of anything, and I look at the tattoos on my body that tell me who I am.
Yeah, and I make a videotape for you to watch.
Yep.
Like that explains what you've missed since your traumatic brain.
It's actually just me at the end of yesterday. You're filming it, talking to myself the next day. Mm-hmm. Music from Ramzoni.
Featuring Olive, Ramzoni. Give it for Ramzoni.
San Francisco has spread into my brain. I'd do anything to feel something again, and it's this city that I blame. The fog of San Francisco has spread into my brain. I'd do anything to feel something again, and it's this city that I blame. Well, you say, you've got things on your mind. Yeah, you say, their thoughts you can't quite describe. Stand up, walk, run, fall. Stand up, walk, run, fall. Stand up, walk, run, fall. Get up, stand up, walk, run, fall. 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 Stand up, you say, walk, run. You got things on your mind. You say, their thoughts you can't quite define. You say, you can't keep the lights on the line. Yeah, you say, walk, run, digging in an empty mind. Stand up, walk, run, fall. Yeah, stand up, walk, fall. Stand up, walk, run, fall. Stand up, walk, run, fall. 'Cause 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 'cause
Flying Shoe Song Crew! You may recognize Noam's voice from our opening credits.
Yeah.
And Matthew is also on it's actually, Flying Shoe original.
Noam based his voice on those opening credits.
Yeah.
I actually modulate myself to sound like that. I don't sound like that outside of this open mic. I sound sort of like this instead. This is my normal speaking voice. This is just like a thing I put on for open mic. All right, so on that note, I'm Noam, and this is Matthew, and we like to make up songs. You've already seen Matthew make up one song. We're going to make up another, and to do that, I need your help. I'm wondering, think now back to a time when you went on a first date that was like weird, unusual, peculiar, maybe a little awkward, and just think about that story, lock it in, and think, would I want to hear a song based on this story? And if you do, maybe raise your hand right about now.
Come on, San Francisco.
They're in the back.
Rapes, thank you.
Noah, what do you got?
So I went on this date and we went to like a tea shop and like she just had like this twitch in her eye, like she like kept blinking her eyes really quickly, and then I just kept on noticing like her eye twitching throughout the whole day.
I mean, maybe she was trying to tell you something. Or maybe she runs into that trouble because everyone thinks she's trying to tell them something. Ooh. You know?
There you go.
8 a.m. and I'm going to the bank. I got my salary to thank for all the money I'll put in, but I know that there can be a problem. Everyone, everywhere I go, thinks I'm disposed to sin. So I go up to the window and I say, hey, cashier, I got a couple of really clean bills here. But when they see the twitch in my eye, they think, surely that's gotta be a lie. So now I'm under investigation for a sort of fraud, money laundering situation.
Oh no!
And it all is all because of my closed eye salutation. This is quite the unfortunate situation. So please, I'm on my knees. If you see my twitch, just believe that I'm just trying to get by. 'Cause you know that even though I'm honest and forthright, no one believes it 'cause of that twitch. That twitch in my eye. A month later I'm on the stand, a Bible under my hand, and I say I'll swear to tell nothing but the truth. But then my eye betrays me, don't know what's happening, but suddenly everyone in the jury says she's not in a group, so they stand all in a line, and they say, hey, that person just wasn't fine, and they send me straight from 6 months to maybe 9 in the jailhouse, and I also gotta pay a fine.
Oh no.
So please, I'm on my knees. Don't see everything that you believe. I got a twitch in my eye, but you know that I'm not trying to lie. Just know that it's just a twitch in my eye. And now I'm in the cell, and I thought it's just as well. Can't get much worse than this. But when I tell the guy that's next to me in my cell, I think you're really great, since suddenly he gets pissed. So please, I'm on my knees. I know that it's a problem, but you gotta say I'm honest, cause I know that it's not fine. But it's just a twitch in my eye. Not trying to lie, it's just a twitch in my eye.
Flying Shoe Song Crew! That was epic.
It's the news, it's the news. It's a set of facts that you can use. It's the news, it's the news. All the top stories that we will choose.
So this week, Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin spaceflight flew an all-female space tourism crew. Among them was Katy Perry, Carrie Ann Flynn, a film producer, Amanda Nguyen, a civil rights activist, Aisha Bowie, an aerospace engineer, journalist Gayle King, and pilot and journalist and someone who so happens to be Jeff Bezos' fiance, but that's not why they were chosen, Lauren Sanchez.
They made what?
What's with the leggings?
The little like flare outs.
It's kind of like giving the Kill Bill,
They got bell bottom.
like Spice Girls Kill Bill.
Those are not functional spacesuits. Yeah. Well, they made history as the first all-female space tourism flight to be unanimously ridiculed by the press. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why the huge backlash? It could be that each passenger used 274 tons of CO2, the equivalent of the carbon emission of Thailand in 1 year. For each
person. Or it could be because Katy Perry acted fucking weird. She carried a daisy up to space along with a promotion for her upcoming world tour. Upon landing, she kissed the ground like she was Sandra fucking Bullock surviving a space disaster. Perry said, "I feel super connected to love."
I wish I could feel super connected to love.
Well theory for a refundable deposit of $150,000, you can. So we actually don't know the costs, but Blue Origin was auctioning off seats for $28 million in just one instance. It kind of varies, it fluctuates. So while Blue Origin's competitor, Virgin Galactic, more of the Spirit Airlines of space tourism, charges between $200,000 and $450,000 per seat.
They're like Spirit Airlines. They're like, for additional luggage.
Yeah.
It's like $50.
They nickel and dime you water.
Oh, you need air?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever the cost, it's safe to say it is out of reach for 99.999999999% of people.
Although Gayle King responded to the backlash by saying to critics, "Have you been? Please don't call it a ride. It was called a flight. It was called a journey. There was nothing frivolous about what we did."
These are her actual quotes, by the way. We aren't making this up.
Yeah.
But you know what, Gayle, you're right. I have not been to space the same way you can't, so I can't judge, you know, the same way you can't judge a murderer without murdering someone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm unqualified to judge her trip, journey to space.
Yeah, that's true. On midnight Saturday, the US Supreme Court blocked Trump from using the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to deport people.
Throwback.
Which is how Kilmar Garcia was deported. Dozens of migrant Venezuelans are awaiting deportation to a maximum security prison in El Salvador right now. that is filled with gang members.
Yeah, there's between 14,000 and 20,000. They don't even know the exact count, men in this prison.
Yeah, the Trump administration says it will stay the course in its deportations, potentially putting the president in contempt of court, which is an impeachable offense.
He might just do it anyway. Earlier this week, Trump said he wanted to deport U.S. citizens who he calls violent criminals to Salvadorian prisons, which would be illegal. This might not seem possible, but it's frightening in the light of the fact that Kilmar Garcia was illegally deported. So they have already crossed that line.
Trump officials acknowledged that Kilmar Garcia was wrongfully deported, but said he will never be allowed back into the U.S.
Real quotes.
Yeah. Garcia has a wife and 3 children in the U.S., where he's lived since he was 16 years old.
It's fucked up.
He's been here for 13 years.
Yeah.
Yep. Liz, should we even be reporting on this?
Yeah, I mean, they're really cracking down on the press right now. They kicked AP News out of the White House. So if Open Mic is canceled next week, it's because we were illegally deported.
I mean, Open Mic wouldn't be canceled. We'd just get someone to sub in for us.
Well, either way, neither rain nor shine nor unconstitutional deportation can stop this Open Mic.
Yeah, we'll be here for you.
And stop this news desk from reporting breaking stories.
Even if you shoot me, it'll happen next week.
It'll still happen.
Don't shoot me. The temporary ceasefire between Russia and the Ukraine in celebration of Easter has already been broken by Russia.
So sad.
Both Russians and Ukrainians have majority Orthodox Christians, for whom Easter is the most important holiday, since the resurrection of Jesus is central to their belief. Yeah. Zelensky condemned Putin for, quote, creating the impression of a ceasefire while attacks continued. Yeah. Putin has accused Ukraine of breaking the ceasefire.
Yeah, both Putin and Zelensky, though, have announced that anyone killed during the ceasefire will be resurrected in 3 days.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Speaking of Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, 420, Passover, and it's also Hitler's birthday.
We're not celebrating Hitler's birthday, okay? We're not.
No, not at this Open Mic.
We're not the Joe Rogan Experience or X.
No. Boo. So we, with all these holidays happening, we wanted to kind of create a little diagram to kind of explain them all and explain why they're kind of all happening on the same day. So Easter and Passover, they both include the egg as an important element. So Passover Seder has an egg as one of the sacred ingredients on the Seder table, and Easter eggs. Passover and 420 both include the bitter herb. The herb is an important element for the Seder table, and the herb is central to the observance of 420.
And of course, 420 and Easter have the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, this dude looks like Jesus, and Jesus looks like the dude, and every stoner guy looks like Jesus.
Yeah. But you might be wondering, this year's combination of holidays begs the question, what would fall into the intersection of all 3 categories?
Intersectionality. We believe in intersectionality.
So it's got to be kosher, 420 friendly, and have some kind of rabbit.
What could this be?
Yeah.
Tricks, of course.
Although, isn't Tricks for Kids? It's explicitly not for silly rabbits.
Shut the fuck up. Welcome, Jess. Give it up for Jess.
I'm gonna sing a song a cappella that I wrote. I haven't shared it at this Open Mic yet, but it is called Burn the Bramble, and it explores complicated feelings that have come up for me in the last few years while healing from religious and sexual trauma. Burn the Bramble. Bleeding parts and pleading hearts, don't know where to let the healing start. I reach out to the wishing stars, but every movement produces scars. Burn the bramble, babe, I'm just trying to find my way. Through the brush, my body's lying. In the dark, she's tired of hiding. Blooming buds buried in my blood. Plucked them out like his favorite drug. Didn't know how to stop the flood. Didn't know I was bleeding love. Burn the bramble, babe. I'm just trying to find my way. Through the brush, my body's lying. In the dark, she's tired of hiding. Burn the bramble, babe. The drooping roses have turned to gray. Watering the dead, I'm tired of trying. Truth is on the other side of dying. And I ask myself how to rise to queen. You have to show yourself in order to be seen. So help me burn the bramble, babe. I'm not asking that you stay. Just spot me through the tangled disarray. Light a match into the thorny fray. Thank you.
Beautiful, Jess. All right, give it up for No, everybody. Magna Carta.
Mouth wide open, making that sound. Slowest creature, but the loudest around. Got a hard shell, holding it down. Hear my sex cry all over town. Climbed on top, slow grind, no rush. Shells start knocking with a gentle hush. Legs locked in, steady with the grip. He gave a moan and then bit her lip. Back and forth like the waves on the sand. Moving to the rhythm like a turtle band. Eyes half closed, feeling that heat. Two slow shells making love on the beach. Mouth wide open, making that sound. Slowest creature but the loudest around. Got a hard shell, holding it down. Hear my sex cry all over town. Mouth wide open, making that sound. Slowest creature but the loudest around. Got a hard shell, holding it down. Hear my sex cry all over town.
And that theory is how turtles are made.
Oh. I mean, that turned me on.
It's turtles all the way down.
Yeah.
Welcome, Misha.
I'm working on a poetry performance, a longer poetry performance I'm going to be reciting, and wanted to come here and work through some of those nerves. So I'm just going to read you one poem in it. It's from a Korean myth of a girl that's abandoned in the mountains because she's not born a boy. And so this, just to ground you in the story, she is left by her evil mother on a rock, and a tiger comes and swoops her up. So this is a poem from the girl in the cave with her new tiger mother. In darkness, my mother's yellow eyes spotlight. Every muscle listens for how the owl heralds and the boughs pine. My hunger rustles and those moons set to meet mine purr a lullaby till I latch a teat in her whitest fur. I'm cream warm, bare, skinned, and sated. It's like no harm could ever come. She is my God, and my God delicious. Licked twice by my mother's tongue, her iron breath soothes me. When I dream, I wake, and every eye in the rock face blinks in sympathy. The mountain lives. I pick up chants by the echoing den, alphabets and constellations. Every plant suggests its spirit, every wind a parable. By New Year, I'm reared in the art of stillness as the cubs learn patience by the hunt, mimicking their matriarch. The forest spheral almanac opens its hard spine, and by I'm schooled and refined through survival. Scrying veins in riverstone, saving seed to spring scatter, etching reflections in turtle bone, while bound till 15 and freshly bled a woman.
Give up for Theory, everybody!
Called Bottleneck. We are so many grains of sand squeezed through an hourglass. A traffic jam waved past by a cop, a car at a time. An army surging across a choke point. A bladder full, trickling out a narrow urethra. Hear the glug-glug of siphoned gasoline. We are each a bandwidth problem, slow to transfer. A single strand made to carry the trembling of a vast web. An elevator pitch to describe a symphony. A ship in a bottle demands explanation. How did you get in there? When we can only speak one word at a time, and yet a bridge is enough to carry an entire city. Thank you.
Yay, thank you, Theory. That was beautiful. Can we have Meredith Axelrod for a song?
I don't think I've done you wrong. Still I sing to you this song. I've ridden oh so many miles, and still the thoughts of you, they hound me in my sleep. If only you'd come back to me, I'd find the strength to rise up from the deep. The dark, dark deep. The dark, dark deep. Ever since you went away, storm clouds find me every day. Well, I never knew I'd be so blue. I've got no one to tell my troubles to. And all that I can do is keep rising, trying to rise up from the deep. The dark, dark deep. The dark, dark deep. The dark, dark deep. I'm begging, please, you'll come back to me. Well, I'm sorry to be casting spells. You know I love to ring your bells and keep you hanging round my gate. But I know you have better fate. Find myself upon my knees. I'm wishing, please, that you would just return to me to shine your light upon my world again. Upon my world again, upon my world again. If only you'd come back to me to shine your light upon my world again, upon my world again. If only you'd come back to shine your light upon my world again, again, again. Shine your light upon my world again, upon my world again. If only you'd come back to me to shine your light upon my world again. Dark, dark, deep. The dark, dark, deep. The dark, dark, deep. The dark, dark,
Richard Yan, coming in from Sunnyvale. There won't be any traffic by the time you drive home now.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. Hey, what's up, San Francisco? Make some noise.
Hey!
It's my first time here. Thanks for putting me last, and that puts a lot of pressure on me. Thanks so much. I appreciate the welcome. So I am a comedian, but I guess you're all like, we'll be the judge of that, you know? Like, the thing about comedy is that it's not one way, right? Like with songs and, you know, the turtle dance thing, whatever that is. It's one way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's self-expression. With comedy, if people don't laugh, it just becomes a TED Talk, right? It's like some comedian said, escalators, they never go bad, because when they stop working, they just become stairs, right? Yeah, with comedy, right? Like, if it stops working, it just becomes a speech, apparently, right? So it's gonna be hard. I appreciate everyone sticking around, you know? Like, I stick around for people. I consider myself a open mic liberal, you know, in that sense. I don't hit it and quit it, unlike the billionaires that just leave San Francisco at the first sign of trouble during COVID, you know? But don't laugh yet, because in a way I feel I'm also kind of an open mic conservative, because even if my set starts sucking, I carry it the full term. So let's see here. It's hard. It's hard being a comedian, because you always have to prove yourself to people. Like, I'm at a party, I tell people I'm a comedian. They're, well, tell us a joke. I'm like no other profession do you have to prove to other people what you do, right? Like, what do you do, sir? He's like, I'm an accountant. Well, what do my taxes then? Yeah, you know. Let's see a little bit more about myself. I'm actually from China. I came to this country when I was 15 years old. Yeah, shout out. I'm very Chinese. I came to America the old traditional fashioned Chinese way. I came on a Chinese spy balloon. It was a bumpy ride, but great visibility into your homes and offices. I was collecting a lot of data, which is weird, because we already have TikTok, you know? I've been in America for a while now. I feel I'm sufficiently Americanized to say I'm more American than Panda Express. Yeah, but not so American like a P.F. Chang, you know? So that's sweet spot right there. A little bit more about myself. I actually have 2 children. Yes, human children. Nope, not pets. Yes. Do you too? Really?
No, I'm just saluting you.
Okay. Great.
On that endeavor.
Nice. Yeah, it's hard because my kids. I know I don't look like, you know, I've ever had sex, but I do have 2 children, and they're the best. And by that I mean they're the worst. If you ever come to my house, right? Like, my house always looks like it's been robbed, you know, because the kids just leave their stuff everywhere, you know. But I feel like burglars aren't interested in my house, you know. Like, once they come to my house, they knock down the door. They're like, "Whoa, have I been here already?" It's so messy, you know. I don't know if you guys know this, but the little kids are like little tornadoes, right? Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Andrew, right, are actually named after my children. So. Kids are hard. A little bit more about myself. So my wife and I actually recently opened up our marriage. I don't know if you guys know this concept of polyamory. If you practice polyamory, make some noise. Okay, this is San Francisco. You guys are fucking hypocrites here. Apparently, so just one person apparently.
Sunnyvale's freakier.
And the rest of you are apparently liars. Well, anyway, well, as I said, I carry my jokes to the full term. So my wife and I, it's only been 4 months. I don't know what polyamory means to you guys, but let me explain what it means to me. It basically means my wife goes out on dates while I babysit the kids. And she has like 2 other lovers, and okay, all right, you guys are tightening up on me. It's not good. Well, I remember the first time. I'll just close up with the first time. It's very hard. It's really hard for the guy because remember the first time my wife told me that she's been going on dates with this other guy and she wants to go all the way with him that day. Okay? And I remember holding her very closely and I was just like, you know, I was talking to her like a very shy American high school girl, you know. I was like, I just don't think I'm ready yet, you know. I'm like, I just want you to know it will happen. But you got to be patient. Thank you very much. I'm Richard Yang.
You know, Theory, we should think about opening up this open mic.
Yeah. It will require a level of maturity.
Communication.
Communication, very important.
Yep.
Oh, we got it all. So come and make a call at the open mic.